Hey everybody, Robbie here at RV Sales of Oregon on Highway 99 here in Eugene on this beautiful sunny May day. Today I get to show you this wonderful 2007 Monaco Dynasty. This is a 43-foot model with a tag axle in the back. They don't make them like this anymore. If they do, you're spending $1 million on it. So let's look at this one that doesn't quite cost that much, not even close to it. Beautiful color scheme on this thing. It's a lot of blacks, kind of gray tones here. Very tasteful. It's definitely what I look for. Everybody has their taste, but I think it's a hard one to argue with. This is on a tag axle, as I said. It's a 400 Cummins, so it's the ISL. Low miles on this thing. I drove it in myself, and it drove like an absolute dream. But let's get looking on it. Back here is where we have our generator. It is a 10,000 watt owned and quiet diesel. Here you'll see your nice big mirrors here, and these are backup side cameras here. You also have a backup camera in the rear. You go to flip your blinker on, it'll show you down the side of the coach. Obviously you wouldn't be able to see much down the side of the coach when it's like this. You have basically a whole slide on this side here, so it is 2 slides on either side, quad slide rig, but this big long front slide and slide in the rear are basically the entire side of this coach, so it opens up really nice in there. As you can see, hopefully the video does it justice. This paint is darn near immaculate. I mean, there's the slightest bit of checking like they get on the Monacos, but it's not even anything you notice until you're about that close. So a beautiful thing, really well kept. We have a nice big window awning here with a cover, not normally something you see, but a covered window awning covering both of them. We have slide toppers up there. I'll mention while we're out here, the tires were put on in 2018. Nice big aluminum 22.5-inch wheels, but those tires are good. They were put on in, like I said, 2018. They have a life of at least 8 years before you need to think about replacing them. Moving on back, you'll see our tag axle. I'm going to open up the basement doors on the other side to be a little bit easier to see, but here you also see our nice long big bedroom awning, or bedroom slide, and the window awning on there as well. So window awnings all the way around. Nice docking lights for seeing when you're at night, so you're not hitting the curb, things like that. And then we've got, of course, our tag axle. This will lift up for tight quarters. If you need to spin around real tight, you don't need to pivot on all 2 axles back here. This is a side-mounted radiator, so it makes you have nice, good access to the motor here. Moving on back, I'll show you just that. But a very classy looking rig. Even the air intake up top looks very cool. And our absolutely beautiful Cummins ISL. Even the engine bay on this thing's darn near spotless. I hope you can see that. And then nice easy access to all your filters, things like that. If you need to change your belts, it's hard to compare anything to a side-mounted radiator when you can access all this stuff. It just makes life a lot easier. And coming around back to the side we have not seen yet, you see our 2 slides, not quite as deep as the other ones, but that makes navigating it with the slides in a little bit easier. And then I believe this is just our battery bay here. Nice big house batteries down below, and some chassis batteries. House batteries down below, chassis batteries up top, and they're about 2 or 3 years old. If they're questionable at all, we're going to replace them for you, so not a concern of mine. And then some of our basement. This is just kind of access for working on things, not really your big storage unit, but you do have your diesel fire furnace tucked back away there. It is an aqua hot system, so you'll never really run out of hot water on a rig like this. Good passenger storage. Got a few things in there right now, just little things. It's got a nice little window cover that comes with it, and some things for outside. And then here is one of our big basement storage. Again, I'm not sure how well you're going to see that, how dark it is, but you also up top have a 2,000 watt. It is a Magna inverter. That's a 2,000 watt inverter to power things like roof air, microwave, televisions when you're going down the road, so you don't need to be running your generator as well as the motor. Here we have our Joey bed. This thing does come out about 75% of the way. Not about, it does come out 75% of the way. Makes putting things into the middle part a whole lot easier, makes getting it out even easier. Or else you're crawling in there and getting everything, which is no fun. And then in our front basement here, we just have our diesel tank. You do have fill necks on either side, so you can fill it from this side or the other side, as well as your propane there. And for extended stays, things like that, you can leave it there, and there's just the reservoir for our aqua hot system. And then moving on to the inside, where this thing is just darn near perfect. Again, it's a 43-foot quad slide rig, so you get a nice lot of big of open space here, even bigger in the back than you might assume. Beautiful cockpit here. Again, low miles, hardly used, but used enough to the point where it's been cycled and used properly. You have the power gear leveling system here. That's just touch and go. I believe you can level out with air or with hydraulic jacks on this rig, but I'll know for sure if you ask me. I believe that's the case. We have the Allison 3000 transmission. That's a 6-speed Allison. You have every little thing on here: heated mirrors, all the good stuff you could ask for, all the little things. It's got it. So you have the engine brake. You have, well, they call it engine brake. It's your exhaust brake. Raise your tag axle up and down. You can air dump on command. You can actually have a 2-stage brake there, so if you want a little bit heavier duty, you can. You do have adjustable pedals in there as well, controlled right here, and automatic traction control, all that good stuff. And then you do have an Aladdin system in here. For those that are unfamiliar, it's going to tell you everything you want to know about what's going on with the coach, between the batteries, the motor, transmission, anything. It'll let you know what's going on, and it's just nice knowing if you're geared that way in your head, you want to know what's going on. But you see we have nice big opposing couches here, very, very comfortable. I promise you, I've tested them myself. But lots of sleeping room. This will pull out into a bed here. And then, actually, I'm not sure on this one. Let me check. So this one is just your standard couch with a little bit of storage underneath, I believe. Yeah, that one is not a bed, but very plush, very comfortable. One of the most plush dinettes you'll see. That's about as comfortable as it gets. Nice good cushions on the back here, solid surface counters throughout this rig, and a bit of storage underneath each of these bench seats. Kitchen, great counter space in here, good style there, good solid woods, nice little cutting board that comes out. The craftsmanship of these rigs is just, it's bar none. I mean, you don't see it nowadays. Looking at the rigs that are coming out now, they're just not made this well, where everything's constructed with purpose, to stay strong, to be strong, and to look good doing it. But throughout this whole coach, you have really nice storage all the way throughout, and that's fairly deep. That's about 2 inches, or 2 inches, 2 feet deep, and you know, tall, maybe 18 inches tall. Moving back, we do have microwave convection oven here. This is a dishwasher. It may look like a drawer, but that is a dishwasher. So I mean, you've got about as fancy as you can be going down the road. It's a beautiful thing. We do have the residential style fridge here, so it's huge. You want to get in there, and we do have the basement freezer there. Yep. Here, let's see, any surprises? Nope, just a huge freezer. That's exactly what you want. And then just our thermostat there, nice and easy. And then this is really where you start to use that 33 feet. Here, let me switch sides with you. I'll show you this little nice feature that's got no 2-in-1 washer dryer for you. You got the double stackable, works a whole lot better, dries a whole lot faster, and keeps your clothes a little bit healthier. Here we just have our commode, good out of the way, plenty of knee space there, solid surface counter, vanity sink, and a little bit of storage there, medicine cabinet. And you do have a separate fan in there, which is necessary at times. Here we have our big outside sink, good sized vanities, nice little features like this. All of our lights in here are press button, nice touch, easy to keep clean. And this is all in on the slide too, so that's why it does feel so opened up in here. We got a great size shower here with a little step. That is aftermarket. They did a great job putting it in. But I'll just show you how big it is for me. I'm about 6'2" or so, 6'3" in these boots, and I got plenty of room. I mean, arms straight up in here. That's something you can't do on very many of them. And then elbows totally out. I got all the room I need. And then this is something that's a little bit different. Gosh, it's dark in here. I hope the camera's picking this up. That's my fault. I didn't turn all the lights on before we did this, but We do have a nice big king size bed here. And with that, I mean, you also have a ton of living space. So even back behind the bed, I got all this room. So it's definitely a big plus for whoever's sleeping on this side of the bed. You're going to have a little bit more living space, a little more room to stretch out your legs before you get into bed, not feeling claustrophobic in here. And a ton of storage on this part of the slide, back behind the bed, deep storage. And then of course you got all the storage over here on this side of the rig. I mean, you could carry definitely a full wardrobe in here without having any issues. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be the hers side of the bedroom, or I don't know how people do it anymore, but that's definitely where the majority of the storage is. And then we haven't even talked about the closet yet. So you got another, shoot, I don't know, 3 foot deep closet, the width of the coach, so it's about 8 feet wide or a little bit longer. 3 feet deep, so what's that, 24 square feet of, am I doing that wrong? I don't know. But that's a nice big closet back there, tons and tons of storage, and nothing's built cheap on these rigs. It's all solid wood throughout, real tile on the ground here, not to mention between the chassis, the motor, the transmission, and just everything it's got going for it. This is about as nice of a rig as you're going to find. In this era, this is when they were building them well, was that pre kind of 2008 era. A lot of companies were still putting their money into their product here, and it shows. So again, it's a 2007 Monaco Dynasty. It is a 43 footer with the tag. Low miles, I want to say it's just under 50. I could be off on that. It should be on the website here, so you should be able to see that correctly there. But yeah, quick synopsis there. TVs have been updated. I'm sure I'm leaving a ton of stuff out, but guys, I want to keep the video short. So if you have any questions, just shoot me a message, write me an email, give me a call, whatever you want to do. Again, I'm Robbie at RV Sales of Oregon, and thank you guys for checking out the video.